what's up guys, and welcome to today's video. I just got home from work and I'm gonna share with you guys kind of like an easy, quick go-to dinner for a night that I get home late. It's after 7 o'clock, I'm starving and I just wanna eat. So I'm gonna share that with you, but first, I have to attend to my boys. Actually, just one boy in particular that requires my attention. It's not Jason, it's not him, it's this one. This little man. Him and Steve need attending to, so that is what we'll do first. Before we dive right into the video, guys, I want you to comment below what your favorite go-to meal, recipe, easy to grab meal is for when you are in a hurry, you had a long day, but you need something nutritious and filling. Let us know in the comments below what you grab for, what you gravitate towards, and so we can get some ideas off of each other. But I think you're really gonna like the idea I give you guys tonight. So if you do, please hit the like button, subscribe, do all the things, and let's get right into it. I'm gonna make like a very quick kind of go-to bowl. I like bowl meals where you just mix a ton of your favorite things all in one. I find that very satisfying, and I share that with you guys because a lot of people struggle with the nighttime eating and overeating, which could easily be solved if you weren't under eating during the day. That's oftentimes a lot of people's issue. You only have so much time to eat when you're at work if you're like myself. So I find that this is a really filling meal so that after you eat it, you're not gonna feel like you just need to go back in the cupboards for more and more and more. So let me grab some of my other items. I guess what makes this quick and easy for me, this is kind of gonna be almost a microwave meal at this point, is the fact that I have ready to go foods already in the fridge. That makes it so much easier for me. Look, I like a fresh, hot cooked meal just as much as the next guy. But the reality of life is, for me, so busy right now, and when I come home and if I take care of Bruce first or I do a couple other things, I'll get lazy about it. Doesn't matter that I'm a dietitian, I'll get lazy. I won't want to put any effort into making a healthy, balanced choice, and I'll just eat something quick, simple, so I can call it a night. So in effort to not do that, you do have to do a little pre-planning to have some things ready to go to make your life easier. So some of the things that I have ready to go are this big bowl of rice. This is from Wegmans. I can't remember, it's like the Mountain Blend or something. It's just like a really hearty mix of brown whole grain rice, and there's some lentils in there as well. So it's higher fiber, higher protein, just a really good source of whole grains. So I kind of like to do my bowls up with a variety of carbs, fats, and protein. So the rice is gonna make up my carb portion. And then in terms of vegetables, you guys say you don't eat enough vegetables, and I relate. And it's not because I don't love vegetables, I do, but if I don't have them quick, made up, ready to go, that's usually where I fail at it. So I do happen to have already cooked up, I know you're surprised, but some shredded Brussels sprouts from Wegmans with some roasted tomatoes in there. I bake those in the oven at like 400 degrees for about 18 minutes. So it's not that time consuming to do it after work. But for myself, when I come home after work, the thought of waiting 18 minutes to eat vegetables, it's too long, and it's just not gonna happen, and I'll just omit it out of my dinner for the evening. So the fact that I already have this ready to go in the fridge, I made it up on the weekend, makes my life so much easier. And then for a protein source, protein can be super time consuming to prep depending on what meat it is. Things like chicken or different cuts of beef can take a while to fully cook. So one super easy thing you can do is to have in your freezer ready to go some frozen seafood. I highly recommend from Trader Joe's the Argentinian red shrimp. They are wild caught shrimp, and they're super easy to prep. All you do is thaw them under some running water, and then if you have an air fryer, another great tool for you guys for some quick cooking, cook them up right in the air fryer. Show you what those look like, shrimps. With just some seasoning and a little bit of Pam spray for 6 minutes at 400 degrees, they turn out perfect. And not just shrimp, really any seafood I find tastes great cooked in the air fryer. So even things like frozen salmon fillets or tuna steaks, even if they're frozen, you can cook them from frozen. It's part of the cooking process in the air fryer, and I do find they cook really well. So let me start getting my meal together and I'll share with you guys what I've got and why. So I've got my shrimp, veg, and rice in here. I'm gonna go ahead and heat that up in the microwave. While that's heating up, a couple of other items I'm gonna add to my bowl to make it into a well-balanced meal. Need to have a fat source in there. Shrimp's very low in fat, so is vegetables and rice. Low fat's no good. You guys need your fat for your hormones, for feeling full and satisfied, to be able to absorb those vitamins coming in through the diet. So I have here an avocado that's apparently like the size of my face. It's the world's largest avocado. Hopefully it's ripe enough. I'm gonna add some avocado in there, so we're gonna slice that up. And then I also wanna eat some fruit with my dinner. And something that I feel like pairs very well with this meal and the flavors is mango. I absolutely love mango with shrimp and all the flavors. To me, I love it. So if you're someone who doesn't mix your foods, maybe this isn't your tea, but I do love kind of a good mixed bowl of all the nutrition, all the food groups, and just everything to make me feel full and satisfied. So we're gonna cut these two up. For the other half of your avocado, it's always kind of a fine science, but I throw this in a plastic bag. You can add some lemon juice in there too. The key is trying to get all the air out of the bag. And I believe it's better if you leave the seed in there and put that part in the fridge. This should give you a couple more days with it. Other staples you guys can have on hand, that rice that I made earlier this weekend. It was pretty quick to make. Again, it was like a 15-20 minute process. But if you don't do that, sometimes I purchase the 90-second Uncle Ben's rice. That way I have something quick to grab. So thinking about like quick grab starches, proteins that you can have on hand, and having some fruits and vegetables kind of easily accessible. You know, a mango's pretty easy to cut up. I'm not the best at cutting it up, but it's not time consuming to cut it up. And any other kind of staples you guys have, you know, planning things out ahead of time. It's not to say you have to stick to it 100%. I certainly don't do that, but I always in the back of my mind kind of have some ideas in my head of what I could eat. And one thing I do, the dog is so hungry. He's like, "Mom, please feed me." One thing I will do during my commute when I'm driving home, because it's like a 35-minute drive home for me, is I will think about that. I'll use my time to think, what am I gonna have for dinner tonight? What do I have in the fridge? What do I have, you know, that I can put together? That way when I walk in the door, I already have a plan. So having a plan doesn't mean it's already in MyFitnessPal or already ready to go in your fridge, but it means you've put a little thought into it, so you're not making like a last-minute decision when you're starving. So, all right, here's my bowl. We're gonna call this a Nourish bowl. I wanna add in there some avocado, so I have some heart-healthy fats, some chunks of those in there. And then I'm gonna add some mango to it, because like I said, I just love the flavor of mango. I feel like it tastes good with everything, especially shrimp. But yeah, I could eat mango on everything. And then the last thing I'm gonna add in, just for a little extra burst of nutrition, Bruce likes these as well. These are actually his organic hemp hearts. These are great toppers on anything. They're gonna add in there more heart-healthy fats, a little bit of fiber, good source of protein, and lots of vitamins and minerals. So not a bad thing to have in your cupboard to just get a bit more nutrition with your meals. And I'm gonna add what is this, a teaspoon, half a tablespoon? I'm gonna add that in there, kind of like on my rice and my avocado. It's a very light seed. It's kind of like a nutty flavor. It's very light tasting. I really do enjoy it, and so does Bruce Wayne. All right, guys, so this is my Nourish bowl. I've got the shrimp in there, Brussels and tomato for my vegetables, my avocado, mango, my rice, and my hemp hearts. So now to top it, you don't really need anything to top it because this is kind of like a nice flavorful meal, but I don't like dry rice, so I usually do like to use some kind of dressing or marinade. The other thing to make your meals just more enjoyable and flavorful, they don't have to be plain, they don't have to be bland and boring. You can add sauces and condiments or whatever you want to your meals. So some options that I really enjoy with this meal, and a few varieties for you. I like kind of like a teriyaki style, sweet and sour, you name it. Ooh, my sweet and sour stuff's really good too. Queen of condiments, if you will. I have a variety here. So some options, I found this one, it's a bit pricier, the Primal Kitchen No Soy Teriyaki Organic, and this one is good because there is no artificial sweeteners in it. So if there's something you are trying to avoid and just kind of keep a more natural approach, all the ingredients there are really good. It's kind of like a vinegary tasting teriyaki, if you will. This one is my staple and by far my favorite. It does have artificial sweeteners in it. It is the teriyaki sauce and sugar-free sealed sama. Quite love that one, so that's a good option. If you just want like a little flavor too, organic coconut aminos from Trader Joe's. You can find these anywhere actually. It's kind of like a soy sauce type flavor, but a little bit different, and that tastes really good on meals like this as well. And then this last one's also a great option with any three of these. I'll use both, is the G Hughes sugar-free sweet chili. It's a little sweet, a little spicy, and I quite like all those flavors combined. So I'm just gonna probably use a couple, just a couple. Maybe these two, I'm thinking. So that's my quick and easy meal after work when I need something go-to to get something very filling and satisfying, and it's very easy to make and it's quite delicious. So I hope you guys do try this out. It doesn't have to be made as a dinner as well. This is great for you to pack for lunch or eat during the day, whenever, you name it. Quick go-to. But yeah, I'm gonna end the video here, guys. So if you guys do like shorter little videos like this, please let me know down in the comments. That's gonna wrap up this video, guys. So I hope you enjoyed this little mini nighttime video with me. And if you do try out my delightful Nourish Bowl, as always, tag me on Instagram if you do try it out. It's a lovely combo. I am gonna go munch on this right now, and the dog's giving me the stank eye because he's ready for his dinner and he is not impressed that I'm standing here talking to you guys. So I apologize. Love you all dearly. I hope you are doing well, and we will see you in the next video. Bye.